Hi everyone, it's Monica and welcome back to Tailor-Made Cards for You. With Valentine's Day just a little over a month away, we're going to start seeing lots of Valentine's Day cards popping up on our feeds. But I'm really not a cutesy type of card maker. So I thought that I would create a Valentine's Day card today for you that's more my style. It has some grunge and it also has some humor. The distress ink that I'm using is Fired Brick. And I started out by swiping some of the color onto my craft mat and spritzing it with some water. Then using my blending tool and a stencil, I dabbed up some of the water and I dabbed it onto my white cardstock. I really wanted to have more of a watercolor effect and I wanted it to be somewhat grungy. So I didn't necessarily want to have a nice subtle look, but again, I didn't want it to be a clean, crisp look either. Once I was happy with the pattern, I swiped up the excess water and rubbed it around the edges. I was trying to get the card to look as grungy as possible because that is really what I was going for. The sentiment that I'm using is from So Suzy Stamps, and it's from her Snarky line. It was released about a year ago, and it is a perfect sentiment for a funny Valentine. The stamp reads, "I love you, but not in a weird stalker way." And it is perfect to give to someone that you know well enough that will get the humor. Now, one of the reasons that I stamped the sentiment before adding the rest of my background is because I am coming in with black distress crayon, and I wanted to make sure that I had stamped the sentiment in a place where there wouldn't be too much grunge. While grunge can be great for a background, sometimes it can affect your ability to read a clear sentiment. Now, as you can see, after I applied the distress crayon, I did come in with a wet wipe to smear it for a nice background. And as you can see, I have a lot of that black crayon on the wet wipe that I can use to add more distress and more grunge to my background. So once I was happy with the background, I took this stamp and created 3 hearts. I matted the white cardstock onto some black cardstock just to finish it off. And then I took my distress tool and frayed the edges. The finished card is going to measure 5.5 by 4.25, and it will be matted onto some white cardstock. So I hope that you've enjoyed my process for creating this Grunge Valentine card. Some of you may not know, but today is Tim Holtz's birthday, and he actually was my inspiration behind this card. While the finished card is going to actually be a Valentine's Day card, it could certainly work for a funny birthday card as well. So as always, I will leave a list of all the products that I've used to create this card, along with the links to the stores. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you head out. And if you've enjoyed the video, I would certainly appreciate a thumbs up, and feel free to leave a comment as well. Alright everybody, thanks for stopping by, and I hope, Tim, you have a wonderful birthday.